Hi, everyone. Messages for Lightworkers, episode 139. And I'm Val, Dragonfly Crystals, here with my beautiful co-host, Marina, Heart-Centered Tarot.
Hi.
And I have to say, all of you wonderful people, thank you. And I have to put this up here, everyone. Lois says, I enjoyed Marina's Achieving Union exercise. And so achieving union, Marina, can you tell us a little bit about that? And yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely. It is a 30-day self-directed course. And by self-directed, I mean you fit the course into your schedule rather than trying to fit into my schedule. So every day you get a short little video, and I'll give you an exercise or two that I like you to work on that particular day. At the end of the 30 days, most people, or pretty much all people, feel a much closer union with spirit, with their higher self.
Mhm.
And they're achieving that union because we bypass the ego.
Right.
We don't get the ego involved. We don't threaten the ego in any way, shape, or form. So it doesn't rear its ugly head up until it's too late. And then it goes, oh, damn. And then it's too late. So
I love that. I love that.
The next class is going to be starting on September 1st. And you can sign up for that on my website, which is marinasheartcenteredtarot.com. Here you go. There it is. I like the visual.
There's a visual.
Yeah. And check out some of the other classes that are offered. Some of the other ones are, generally 2.5 hours. But this particular one is meant for you to work on it on a daily basis. And then by
the end of the 30 days, you are completely changed. You are connected. You know you're connected. You were always connected, but now you know it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You feel it. You experience it. And all of that. So definitely sign up for Marina's classes, all of them, and book readings.
Yes.
There are definitely various readings you can book, plus 30-minute or an hour.
Yes.
Which helps if you have a budget kind of thing going on.
Absolutely.
And I have to say here, thank you, Edward. Hello, my beauties, Val and Marina. Of course, I have to put that one up.
Of course. Yeah. Thank you all of you for joining us. This is fabulous. I really enjoy doing this every Thursday.
Absolutely.
Every Thursday, I'm amazed because before the show, I think to myself, okay, is today going to be the day that Spirit says, I don't know. It never is.
It never is. It never is. I can't believe some of the outlandish things I'm hearing, though, from them to talk about. But
yes,
well, some of them aren't really outlandish, but I would never have come up with it. Let's just put it that way. So I just want to say hi to Lois Tucker, Terry Mullins, Viviani. Hi, thanks for joining us, Lauren, and Anya. Good to see you, Maureen, Robert, Edward, Alice L. Hi, and Sutafi, good to see you too. Red Dragon, hello. And every day is once a week when we switch channels. It'll be on Marina's Heart-Centered Tarot next week for episode 140.
140.
Yes, 140. So that's a lot of episodes we've been talking about. Whatever the guides and angels who created this show want us to talk about. And no, we did not create this show.
No.
It was not us.
For those of you, if you have not you have not heard the story, it it's always fascinating to me how spirit will put people in your path when you least expect them. But when you're ready for it. So yeah, Val and I had done a show together. We were on Scott Allen's channel.
Lessons, yeah.
Really enjoyed working with Scott and with Val, and we got together afterwards. And yeah, would you like to come on the channel? Absolutely. So then we do a show just the two of us, and we're reading for the audience, and we're having a great time.
Yeah.
And afterwards, I thought Val had said something about light workers. And in my head, the sound said, okay, that's one. If she mentions it again, you better tell her. But okay. Because Val didn't know, because I hadn't shared it with anyone, that I was a member, still am, of a local light worker group.
Of course.
Yeah. So I'm listening to, as we're having this conversation, and now I have to be a little careful because I need to hear light worker come out of her spontaneously. I can't lead the discussion and make her say it, right? Sure enough, she says light worker. And I said, okay, got something to tell you. And Val says, why do I put this together? I have no idea. Yet this message
tied in. I had been sitting on Canva putting together, and I had no idea why, a thumbnail, messages for light workers. And I'm like, I'm creating this thumbnail for some like a show kind of thing, but I don't know it. And I'm creating this, and I'm going, why am I creating this? And then boom, this happened. And then I said, well, I've already got the.
Yes. I mean, we should make this a regular show.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. And so our guides always come up with topics every week that they want us to talk about. Yes. And they have not failed us yet with coming up. And they always sync up beautifully and make sense. And I just want, there was Viviani, it was, I think, oh gosh, I lost the comment, but they were saying how much what they learn from these shows sneaks up on them later. Like we were talking about that. Here it is. Lois is saying, I'm learning so much that even when it does not seem that way, it sneaks up on me. And that kind of thing is how it happens when you're listening to these kind of shows and you're drinking in information. You're not going to use it right then and there necessarily, but at some point, something's going to trigger that memory of what you heard, and it's going to make sense, and you're going to use that. And that's what happens. And we talked about that backstage. Because it's really, it's really true. And I want to say hi to Lori. Good to see you, and Janet Bora Bora for coming in here. And today, I'm going to let Marina take up.
Wait. Before we get into the discussion, you've got stuff coming up. What's happening on your channel? You got some courses.
Oh, well,
I hear you and Arthur are booking into October.
Yes, we only have, I think we have 4 slots left for October 11th. Arthur and Val Zoom event, where you ask your questions, you get 10 minutes, and we spend it all on you, and only 10 participants in each event. So so that this Saturday is one of those events that's already full, and so is our September, but you can still join October by going to dragonflycrystals.store. And it is an amazing place where people receive so much in this circle, in this group. You don't even realize that necessarily as you're signing up for it, but you sit in there and so much energy is coming in, and you really get answers to so many things from even other participants
Yes.
and their answered questions. And there's so many levels and layers of energy. You're going away activated, you're getting these initiations, you're having all kinds of things happen because your guides and angels have you all together in this group. And so it really heightens everything. So just so you all know, so it's pretty powerful. And
it does. And sometimes when, you know, you ask a question and your guides are telling you what to do, or you're getting a reading from Val and Arthur, and the message is not only for you, but there are other people around who are going, oh, I think that might apply to me too.
Exactly.
That's the way that spirit works.
It does. And it really has given so many people, we hear it over and over. I almost that whole entire time, everything was for me. And they soaked it all up, and it was like so powerful. So we love to hear that. And it's a really powerful time. So if you can, go ahead and sign up for that. And as October fills, we'll open November. And then when November fills, we'll open December up for booking. But also, I have Sun Psychic Gina. I'm going to be on her channel on Sunday. And I think that's 1:30 or 1:30. You can look at her channel and see what time that is, because she'll have it up. I am terrible about remembering, and I don't have my calendar right now. But always a really wonderful time talking about metaphysical things and what we're experiencing now. And let's see, sign up for classes. I haven't set a new psychic mediumship class yet, because I actually am on my 3rd of the series of psychic mediumship tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Saturday. Wow. So look for that. I will be opening up another class for that, but you can sign up for channeling, meditation, and manifesting in the quantum field, a very popular class with Tarot Stash, Gerald, and I. And sign up for a booking. If you are a member of mine, you get a 30% discount on all classes and sessions. If you're an Awakened Dragonfly Circle member, if you're a Golden Dragonfly member, you get 20%. So look into my membership. Look into my memberships on dragonflycrystals.store. Okay, enough for the infomercial.
Yes. Act now. This offer is only available until midnight tonight.
But anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Why?
This is the perfect time, Marina, for everyone to take as many classes as they can.
Yes.
Get as much, if you feel like it would help you to get a reading with Marina and find out where you're at and where you're going. This can help you navigate what is coming. It really is, it is very insightful. Spend some time realizing how you're going to formulate your questions to Marina so that you are asking in a powerful way, a way that you already are claiming your power, but you want some little insight into this, that, or the other thing. Don't ask in a way in which, well, am I? No, don't ask like that. Say, when I blah, 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 how is it going to look?
Yes, exactly.
This says I am claiming the timeline where I'm doing this, and I want to see what it's looking like. And when you hear it, it might just attract it to you in that way. Solidifying it as it were. So, okay, enough about that. Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
So, Marina, you want to take it away with our topic for today?
Our topic
on your side of the the Canadian side of the.
So, when I was asking Spirit, what should we talk about? And I heard legacy. I thought, okay, that that makes sense. Legacy. Okay. I can make that work. There's a lot of things that go into legacy.
Yeah.
And then I picked out the soul coaching oracle deck and went into that. And I got opening.
Ooh.
I got freedom.
Ooh.
And then I got leadership.
Oh.
And I thought, okay, now tell me, as I look up Spirit, tell me how these work together. And what I got was, we are all here, and we are all going to leave behind a legacy.
Yes.
Something that people are going to remember us for, that they might talk about us regarding, and so on. But each one of us is going to leave something behind that is going to live on after we're gone, after we're on the other plane and we're looking down. Okay. Yes. So what is it that what kind of legacy do we want to leave behind? And it kind of made me think of some of the people that we've known through history and whatnot. And it's amazing that the things that people remember them for aren't physical things, right? No one says, oh, I remember JP Morgan because he was a millionaire.
Yeah, nobody cares about that. They never. Yeah, it's like
accumulated, many homes and so on. No, but we remember the people who had an impact on our lives, those people who had an impact on the world, and generally it was something having to do with emotion. So I thought, okay, the cards kind of make sense because we are all opening up to finding our own legacy, to finding what it is that is going to define us. What is it that we're going to want people to say about us? When you're open to receiving that information, that brings its own freedom, because now you're not tied into what everyone else expects you to put forth. Mm-hmm. Right? You can let it go. You're living your best life. And then that brings in the leadership role. And the leadership, it's funny because when you look at the card, what is there is the lighthouse. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say that the leadership in this case is you going up there and shining your light. When you discover what it is that you want to do and you have that freedom, you then become a beacon for others who will ask you questions, who will want to know, what steps you took to get to where you are. And you can share that information with them. So, I thought it was absolutely fabulous about legacy.
It is.
And then Val comes up with.
Yeah. And then I heard raw passion, and I'm going, raw passion. I would never have come up with raw passion, but that's what I heard my guides and angels saying for light workers. And so I had to dabble into that and really see what that was all about. But it really matches beautiful with leaving a legacy. With that whole legacy of what you're bringing, these are the things that will leave a legacy. What comes from raw passion. So raw passion is the unfiltered, unconditional life force energy that rises from your soul's essence before the mind edits, reshapes, or restrains it. Before you go up here and you just are living from here, it's primal, emerging from your deepest truth, like the first spark before a flame catches. Uncompromising, it does not negotiate with fear, doubt, or societal shoulds. Purely creative, its sole agenda is expression, expansion, and embodiment. And it's funny because Marina and I were talking about who those people were, and we came up with Nikola Tesla, going and Albert
Madame
Einstein.
Curie.
Yeah, and
Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein, those people that thought out of the box and went from,
Yes.
who really channeled it all in, basically, that pure creativity. So in 3D, passion was often harnessed toward achievement. This is like 3D, boxing it in, toward achievement, productivity, or external validation. Not anymore. In 3D, passion becomes soul-fueled, moving you toward higher alignment and authentic co-creation with Source. So that authentic co-creation, that's where that raw passion is. And it emanates from your soul blueprint, aspects of you existing before this lifetime and that will exist long after. That's probably who's channeling it in. If we are everyone and everyone is us, think of it that way. We're all from divine source. We're different aspects of us. One being, one entity, one whatever you can say, energy form. Yeah, exactly. So it carries frequencies and codes that magnetize, matching our opportunities, people, and experiences into your life. And even Nikola Tesla all of a sudden had all these rich benefactors early on who would help him. He kind of went down some shady roads with our electrical guy. We'll just which you can read about, but let's just say, he still had that passion. He still had that creativity and that connection coming through. So, go ahead.
I was going to say sometimes people like Nikola Tesla, they have a profound impact on the world. And yet Nikola Tesla died destitute and alone.
Yes.
Because there is, with a lot of them, they are so focused on their passion that they are naive in a lot of ways.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah, they can fall prey to people who want to exploit them and take things and whatnot. And it's that naivete that gives them even
greater access to their passion and their connection. It's like that is that creative channel that all of that flows through. And you couldn't really do that if you were a cynical, hard, boiled, so he didn't have the savvy to ferret out the good investors and to do all of that. Of course, he didn't have Google and couldn't look.
That's right. Yeah.
But there is all of that. So really, if your passion without grounding can scatter energy. You don't want that. You don't want that to have that kind of passion without grounding yourself. So presence without passion can feel stagnant. So in other words, if you're not in this moment right now to be able to crystallize it and you come with that passion from your heart, act on it. And you're in sync. You're in sync right now. That is that feeling that you are grounding it into the 3D because you're creating it now. You're not in this airy-fairy, no, you got the passion, you received it here, and now you're going forth with it. That brings it in, that grounds it in. And you can ask inwardly, is this desire about expanding my light? If yes, the passion is aligned. If it's about avoiding fears or filling a void, pause and recenter yourself. And infuse it into everything. Passion is not just your big life purpose projects. Infuse it into daily tasks, conversation, and even moments of stillness. In 5D, it's the energy behind the act that shifts the words.
Yes.
The energy behind the act that shifts worlds.
Yes.
That is really true. That is a big statement right there.
Powerful, very powerful, and very, very true.
Very true.
Very true.
So here's just some, these are just a few signs you're living from the raw passion in 5D. And a lot of you may be feeling that you do this already, or you do it periodically. You feel naturally energized without forcing yourself into action. Sometimes I go, what am I sitting here for hours working on this one thing?
Yes.
I got out of my meditation room and sat down, prompted by the inner guidance. And then time feels fluid. You lose track of hours when engaged. Boom, you don't realize it. You're sitting there doing that work, and all of a sudden you realize, oh, is it 8 o'clock at night already? Others feel uplifted simply by being in your presence, and inspiration arrives spontaneously at random times. Life events start aligning as if responding to your joy. These are all solid things that are happening now for everyone. If not all of them, most of them are happening for you right now. And you are feeling that passion. And this is just telling you, this is what your legacy will be. All these things you're creating and all these things you're bringing in. Even if you didn't go out there and share it with the world, you are putting it into being by doing what you're doing. So never think that if you didn't stand on a mountaintop and scream it out, it doesn't matter. It matters in every way, shape, and form you can imagine. And I pulled some cards and I got the Great Central Sun. Abundance, downloads, regeneration, and success. And then I got Stargate Heart. Oh, it's so beautiful. Here,
Yes.
heart chakra opening, unlocking, and generosity. It all makes perfect sense. If you are leaving your legacy, this is the energy you're coming from. You're getting a crown chakra upgrade through all of this. And that is divine connection, holy experiences, and miraculous energy. And that's what we're talking about. When you're coming from that place of moving from your soul, from your monad, you are creating that legacy. So it is about nurturing in nature, being connected to Mother Earth, and taking care of yourself. And those are the keys of creation. The keys of creation. Everything at your fingertips from that beautiful, fiery, passionate, raw passion, without being embarrassed or without considering, oh, what do people think? No, you just act from your passion. That is the raw passion. And that's where you're going to come into your alignment with your blueprint, with what you're bringing in. You're going to find magical and mysterious things coming in front of you. And all these things are going to line up. And,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I was telling Val backstage that, remember the saying, if you do what you are passionate about, you will never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel like work. It's joy, it's adventure, it's you don't get tired of it. You don't think, oh, it's not again. There's always something that gets you motivated and gets you going.
That is absolutely true. It is absolutely true. And it isn't like you're going to sit around and think, what's my legacy? Your legacy will be creating itself.
Yes.
It will be from your action that you are aligning with your divine blueprint without even realizing it, acting from that raw passion. So I love that it's not refined. You aren't going up to your brain and calculating how many people will watch this and how many, you aren't going up there and filtering it through a bunch of 3D stuff. You're just going from the 5D heart-centered action. And yeah, that was pretty powerful to think of it that way and dive in and really look at what that looks like. And just something here to reflect on. When was the last time I let passion lead without trying to control it? Without trying to control it. What small step can I take today that feels deliciously alive, even if I don't know where it leads? Like me sitting down and doing that Canva messages for lightworkers.
Yes.
Thumbnail. I'm like, I didn't go, oh no, it doesn't lead anywhere. I just, okay. I just saw it. I felt the impetus and sat down and to do it. Taking that step grounded it in that Marina and I would meet again and have that conversation. And it's all step by step by step.
Yes.
Those actions are stepping through gateways, stepping through portals that create. And that's really true.
Yeah.
And
we do this every week on faith.
Yes.
We absolutely know that this is a passion. We are following it.
Yeah.
How long it's going to go on, I have no idea. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It matters that today is Thursday and we're doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
And it doesn't feel like work at all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And Barbara's saying, I used to think that I would have one passion. Now I just follow my curiosity. Well, curiosity can be just as good as passion, because that is that fire inside of you that wants to know. Yeah. And following something down a rabbit hole. Those things can lead to a lot of good creative avenues. There's no doubt about that. And then another reflective idea is, where have I been holding back my passion out of fear or judgment or not being ready? When you say to yourself, oh, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Oh, but I just want to get, I want to start a YouTube channel. Boom, start it. That is raw passion in action. Boom.
Yes.
They didn't go up here to give you the ego's censoring you in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, just trust it. If it came from source, it is not there to trick you. It is not there to trip you up. It is there for your benefit. And yes, follow your curiosity, because we can't always know exactly what is going to ignite that passion in us, because we haven't experienced everything.
Right.
So yeah, when you go down that curiosity path, something might pop up and you go, hey, I hadn't even thought of that. Let me give that a try. I'm going to give that a try and see what happens.
Right.
And then it has to lead to something else.
Exactly.
So yeah, go with it. Whatever it is, have the curiosity of a child.
Yeah.
Go, why?
Yes.
Why?
Exactly.
Why?
Exactly. Because that really leads you to some great avenues, great rabbit holes to go down, great things to discover. And another thing that just came into my mind to say is that passion, raw passion, does not mean you're like, oh, I've got to go do this. It can be very subtle and quiet. And you think passion is going to be just a bursting forth of, no, it doesn't have to be. I'm sitting in my meditation room, and I'm suddenly an inner prompting comes, start a YouTube channel or whatever that may be.
Yes.
And I get up off my chair and I go into my account and I start a YouTube channel. So I'm just saying, I didn't feel some great huge love affair passion. No,
Yeah.
it was an interquiet prompting. But what is passionate about it is I was lit on fire, creating something in a calm way.
Mhm.
And it kept going, and it kept going, and it kept going. And it continues today.
Yes.
That is how it can feel. It doesn't have to feel like it's blowing your socks off. It can, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are
But it-
subtle ways it feels many times. So don't go, oh, I haven't had passion, or I don't. Realize it can be very subtle or very explosively loud. It can be all those things in between. So, just so you know. Yeah.
And remember, Albert Einstein, when he his theory, I think it was his theory of relativity.
Yeah.
He got that inspiration, I think, when he was sitting on a train and passed another train, and it went, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Right? If he had stopped to think about it and overanalyze it, he probably would have talked himself out of it.
Absolutely.
But he didn't.
No.
He didn't. He went with it. Oh my gosh.
Or Newton with the apple falling out of the tree. Boom. Yeah. Oh, there's gravity.
Yes.
Things fall down.
Yes, exactly. Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are people who had ideas and who went with their ideas because they were passionate about it. They followed it through. They weren't willing to give in to outside pressure or to 3D world pressure. Exactly. That that'll never work.
And wasn't it Magellan who figured out the world wasn't flat?
Yes.
I mean, he was like a heretic of the day. What do you mean the world isn't flat?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Think about these people in history that went outside the normal boundaries, that were flowing with their passion. Even if you don't think of it as passion, that's their creative flow. That's their raw passion. Call it by any other name. So
it's not. To them, it's not work. It's not. That's. I think sometimes, that's when you can let go of the time clock.
Yeah.
And like Val was saying, there is, time becomes fluid. Yeah. You're doing something that you love, and the next thing you know, you kind of, your stomach starts to growl a little bit, and you think, oh, what's wrong with that? And you look up, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's 7:00. I missed lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
And dinner. Okay.
That's the passion that you are flowing through you without feeling that, you're doing it and you're so much in the flow of it. It's flowing through you that you don't even know what time it is. You go through lunch, you weren't even hungry. You just come out and then suddenly you raise your head and this is accomplished. And that's it. That's it.
Exactly. Well said. Garnet. Mystical revelation.
Yes, it really is. Yep. That is a good saying that it is. And raw passion's kind of a misnomer, making you feel like you have to be all standing on a pulpit being passionate. No, it can just be the subtle. You're in this connection and this flow. You don't know what time it is. You don't know you're just doing it. And you don't even stop and realize you're not in 3D time. You're outside of it, having this experience. That's pretty true. Yeah.
There are some people who absolutely love to garden. They go out in their garden in the morning and they start doing whatever it is that they're doing. And next thing you know, they're kind of feeling, oh, I wonder if I have to put on a sweater. They've been out there all day long.
Exactly, right? all day, all day,
Yes.
all day. So
Yes.
not me. I'd be like, what time is it? Have I done enough? I've spent a few hours out here. I'm good.
Yes.
But when
Yeah.
you're passionate, though, you
Exactly.
can be out there in euphoria land for, like all
Forever.
day. Yeah. Till it starts to get a little dark. And then you go, oh, wow,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Yeah. Put me in a jewelry store and lock the door. I'm fine. I'm fine. If I need anything, I'll send signals.
I
But
mean,
I'm
we
fine.
all love sparkly things.
Yes.
Come on. I mean, there's not one of us who doesn't appreciate the beauty of those gorgeous things.
Exactly.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
And, I think it's really when that spark hits you, don't stop and wait to figure it out. Take one step toward it now, immediately. That's the way to continue following that spark of passion, inspiration, whatever you want to call it. Let it be unpolished. In 5D, authenticity beats perfection every time.
Yes.
So think of it like that. Don't polish it up. Don't do the intro to your YouTube channel 50,000 times because you think it's not good enough. Get on there live and say, hi, people, this is my first time. Warts and all, because that's you. It's authentic. And people appreciate that.
Yep.
And
I have never learned how to edit videos. And I don't want to learn how to edit videos.
Oh God.
Because that is, to me, that is almost like whitewashing some of the authenticity.
It's like manufactured.
Yes.
You want authenticity.
Yes.
And passion isn't something in 5D. Passion isn't something you force. It's something that moves through you, just like we were talking about.
Yes.
In a project, in something that had the impetus to go do it, you are flowing. It's flowing through you. You realize the day went by and you missed lunch and all those things because you were just letting it flow. It's exactly like that. And I think the most important thing about all of this is not to overthink anything, not to edit it. That is really true. No matter what you're doing in life, don't edit yourself. Don't edit what you've created in a way that you're first getting it out there to the world, because you don't want to distort what that pure passion is trying to create. Yeah. Yeah.
Think of some artists, Michelangelo, Picasso, for example. What he was creating wasn't for everyone, but if you understand what he was doing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that the nose was at the side of the face, because that's not what it's about. Right? It's about something different.
Yes.
And like I said, if spirit gets you to this point, it's not doing it to make fun of you. It's not doing it to draw attention to you so that I can go, ha ha, you fell for it.
Yeah. And I also I love that. And Teresa's saying, spirit send us the message. We don't need to run it through spell check. That's right. Exactly it. Teresa, exactly. Really.
We'll say thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't question it. Give into it. And the more that you do, the more that will come through, because there will be validation. There will be things that will come up that are going to show you and confirm for you that you are doing the right thing. And you're doing it because it feels good, not because you're thinking about a particular outcome, or well, I can't do this. I can't because, it's going to cost me money and I don't have any financial backers.
Mm-hmm.
Things that you could
Exactly.
do that are not going to cost that much money.
Yeah.
And faith is going to bring the backers in when they are supposed to be there.
I want to just tell this one quick story that relates exactly to that. And my guides and angels were like, well, you're going to do a book. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
yeah, it's like, and part of the book is going to have all the channelings I've done, but the first part is going to be my bio. Well, really my spiritual, metaphysical, amazing experiences in life. And I said, well, I said, I've got to have some money to publish that book because it is between like $7,000 and $10,000 to self-publish. And so, I mean, within like 4 or 5 months, I had the 10 grand. So I had to shut up. And I still have it because I haven't published, but I will be publishing probably by October of this year. So I'm just saying, yay.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm just saying that I just said, you want, this is what's coming through.
Yes.
Passion, blah, blah, blah. You've got to come up with those funds. And they did. They brought everybody, Tom, Dick, and Harry to buy, for readings and whatnot and all, and for classes and all of that. And it all added up. So yeah, you don't have to worry about how it's going to get achieved. You just do your part and the rest will follow. They always tell me this, and they're really pretty funny. Build it and they will come. It's really true. Build it and they will come.
And it's that simple.
It really is
that simple.
Yeah. It really is that simple.
Ooh, and Edward Kenneth says, where can we pre-purchase?
Pre-purchase. Oh my God, I don't have the pre-purchase thing. Yeah, it's not at that stage. I haven't even put it out there to let people edit it yet. So give me some time, maybe another month or two, and I'll have it in a form.
Oh, we'll announce it. If Val doesn't, the rest of us will. Yes.
Yeah. No pressure.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Terry Mullins is saying, I quit, but I don't sell them. They are hand quilted. It's something he makes, and therefore gifts of love. However, my spirit guides tell me I'm going to run a fabric quilting store when I move north next year. And the very thing about that, Terry, is the truth. You will use what you've created and what you've learned in a future project, in a future venture. Never doubt it. Keep everything that you've worked on because it will be utilized and you will be glad you have it all. So absolutely true. You may not be using it right this minute, but you will. So yeah, I love that.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah, move forward and think that it is going to happen.
Oh, I like this, Terry. Coffee bar. You can never be out of place with a coffee bar. Sewing classes, quilting bees, maybe a coffee bar, all of those things. You could have it all together if you want.
Absolutely. Why not?
Don't spill the coffee on the
quilt. Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Maureen would gladly purchase one of your quilts. Yeah, absolutely. I have no patience for that, but I love quilts, and I think they're just they're beautiful, handmade.
Yes.
Just such craft. The pieces that are put together and sewn together, the detail, the batting in between, how it's all connected, and it usually tells some kind of story, unless there are things like the wedding, I don't know what they call it, wedding chain or whatever it is, that one that there's a few. I know nothing about quilts, but I like them.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. And I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
So anyway, well, I think we pretty much just talked ourselves out here. So
we kind of did. And I want to share something with you, Val, and with you guys out there as well, that that I learned from Arthur yesterday. We did a show yesterday.
Yeah.
And he said, when it comes to the algorithm, because I'd mentioned that, you know what, we could do a show every hour on the hour.
Yeah.
It really doesn't move that much until you engage with us, until you engage with the video. True. Whether, you know, you give it a thumbs up, you make a comment, and so on. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to both our channels.
Right.
But he said that the algorithm recognizes what you have put down after 7 characters. So he said, you want to leave a comment after the video. He said, even if you put in 7 heart emojis, it will take it. It will count.
Yes.
And then what happens is the algorithm helps us to get out in front of more people.
Absolutely.
Who want to hear what we have to say. They just don't know who we are and where we are. Not yet, anyway. They will.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I love that. I love that.
So there you go. Whether it's on our shows or other shows.
Yes.
Yeah. 7. That seems to be
those emojis out a longer.
Yes.
Don't be shy.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And you know, we'll see our shows get out there further in the algorithms, and they'll be shown in front of more people. That would be very helpful. And when you're tired, copy and paste all the shows you love. Take that, copy it. I'm saying copy all your emojis and just paste it in the comment area. And post. Easy. Paste and post. Paste and post. Yes. Remember this. Paste and
totally. And just want to remind you guys that at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, in a couple hours, I'm going to be over on Sherry's channel, and it's Golden Girls Coffee Clutch.
All right.
Woo! Yes.
Everybody go to that. Go to that. But put your 7 emoji under this. Let's see how many algorithms we can jump into out there.
Absolutely.
Out of our little concentric circle. We can jump out further. Because, you know, people need to hear these messages.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
Absolutely. All right.
Take
care, everyone.
Yeah, everyone. Thank you for joining us. It'll be on Marina's Heart Center Tarot next week for episode 140, Messages for Lightworkers. See you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.